the build-up, the week before, the 3 days before, the night before, that's when the juices start flowing.
Anytime you go and step out into something like that, there's fear there. There's nobody that's not scared.
Honestly, I had no desire to come to Nazaré. When I initially saw Garrett's photos and, you know, the photos, it looked like a big peak, really fast moving, long, kind of mushy wave. Garrett kind of told me a bit more about how, you know, there's more to it than that outside peak. It's a beach break, there's barrels. I got intrigued.
You see the pictures, you hear about it, and then like 24 hours later, you're here.
So where's the big ones that you see always see the pictures? That thing out there?
Out there, those big swells right in front of the lighthouse.
Yeah.
That's like the main peak. And it just gets bigger and bigger, it just keeps going farther and farther outside. Starts right here, like from this whole thing, straight out, and it starts turning that way. And it opens super big.
Where's first peak? Is it straight there?
First peak is right here. See this little bump right here? This little one right here? That's first peak.
But where's the big left? That one. Big long left, big long right. So that seems like the safest paddle peak?
Yeah.
Because the rocks.
Yeah.
Boom, push to the beach. Beautiful, beautiful day.
Someone gets badly injured, and we would like everybody, all brotherhood together and help, you know?
Yeah.
But not everybody can go and get help. You gotta keep one guy watching over the boys, you know?
Right. It started as a 2-foot wave, and then it was a 4-foot wave, and then it was a 6-foot wave, and it was an 8-foot wave, and on and on and on. And now a lot of my friends stopped at some point, and I think I'm one of those guys that will never find that point unless my body's physically unable to allow me to find that point. As long as I'm physically able to do it, I'll keep looking for that rush.
What size boards you bring? 11, 10?
10-6.
Yeah.
10-6, an 8-6, and a 6-10.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Surfing comes from my culture, being Hawaiian. Brings out the happiness, brings out the joy in me, brings out my personality. Like, you keep me inland for months at a time, I will turn into a different type of human being. I love waves, whether if it's small or big. You know, I've been to Galveston, Texas, and they got probably some of the smallest waves in the world. Like literally this big. But hey, as long as there's something, you're still having fun, it's a good thing. What's up, animal? How you, brother? Good to see you. Welcome to Portugal, bro. This place. Oh.
The reason why I really love surfing big waves is it's a freeing place for me. It's somewhere that I go and everything else around me doesn't really matter. However crazy it is, it all fades away. You love being in the water with them because they are on the same plane as you. They're on the same understanding. It's not only about being out there and catching the biggest waves. It's about how you're carrying yourself, how you impact the places around you.
The only way to get is you gotta give. You know, Garrett's been here for the last 5, 6 years now, and look at what he's been doing. He's been giving, he's been giving, he's been giving.
But I ride that 12-footer out here, and it's amazing. 12.6. It turns so good. Yeah, and I rode it on 4-foot days and got the whole thing disappeared in the barrel and come out. Yes, blew my mind.
And hopefully you can get on the sled in time and then
Get back up.
work over. You know, same deal that you're used to, but it's just a little bit more difficult here and challenging and
Yeah,
gnarly.
You got the good job.
Gnarly, yeah, I got the good job.
You got the fun job.
Yeah,
The one that
whatever,
keeps
sure.
you-
Yesterday
keeps
they
you-
kept me busy, but you know,
Yeah.
heck, you can drive here, you can drive anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I always kind of surf bigger waves than most people. You know, I was 7, 8, 9. I couldn't even paddle out to the places, and we'd paddle out and be 6 feet. And a lot of times I'd catch one wave and get smoked and couldn't even paddle back out on my own. By 13, I started surfing Waimea a little bit and getting pounded in bigger waves. I thought I'd die, and I didn't. And you just kind of get hooked. You get ragdolled and beatings. And like I said, all the things of the world can be around you and going wrong, but in that moment, it's only that that's important.
It's not just me, Garrett, Cotty, and Hugo anymore. It's all these red chargers from 4 corners of the world. Bring your A game. You want to get a big bomb? Here's your opportunity. Good luck, guys.
From what I've seen here in Nazaré, it's some of the most difficult driving I've ever seen. So basically what happens is on the inside, you got waves coming this way, you got waves coming this way, you got waves coming this way, and the shore break actually goes all the way to the beach with power. You know, I've been to Pasquales, I've been to Puerto. None of those places compare to the intensity of the inside shore break. You know, it's gnarly. Like you gotta be super sharp and on your game. And you have to make split-second decisions to either shoot it and climb it and make it, or whip it and wait it out.
Every little thing that you do and every little thought that comes in your head can make the difference. If you get scared and you panic, you're done.
It's inevitable, it's gonna happen. You're gonna flip the ski. I mean, if Garrett's doing it and Kealii is doing it, then shit, anyone else is definitely gonna do it. If you can drive here in Nazaré, you can drive anywhere in the world, hands down. It's insane.
There's such a different dynamic here and such a different logistical tactics that are involved with this place that it was eye-opening for me.
The thing about the Red Chargers, I mean, you pretty much summed it up, but is there any...
The most exciting thing about the Red Chargers?
Hey! The big waves! The big waves! We're big riders!
Doesn't look much bigger than yesterday, huh? Maybe a little bit?
Low tide not pushing. You know, once the
Yeah.
tide pushes,
Yeah.
it just goes double, quadruple, fucking blah, blah, blah.
Really?
Pretty much, you see how the beach turns?
Yeah.
All over there, deep the water, you know.
Yeah.
From here to that turn,
Yeah.
it's shallow.
So don't
Fuck
come in
no.
here?
Only if you gotta save somebody, you come in here.
Oh, because that was Garrett was telling me yesterday. Go back, go back, go back.
Yesterday, I came in to come pick up Garrett. Fucking, I ended up turning the ski, and then all of a sudden the water came in. The bike was turned this way just a little. Water came. Boom, boom! Flipped the whole thing upside down. I fucking pushed him back over. I'm still holding the throttle.
You flipped almost?
I totally went from like this, Vroom.
Oh my God.
Boom. So I went over and I freaking just went, flip him back over. I look back, okay, the rope came out, my board's on the beach, we're good. I'm standing in the white in sand. I'm hurry up, Garrett, hurry up. Fucking, here comes another one. I get on the bike, no throttle, wait, Garrett's trying to get out there. Okay, get on the sled, hit the next one, make the brah, gone. Leave the board on the beach. It's hard. There's nothing bad to say about Portugal. The people, the food, and the waves. That's my favorite thing about it. Great people. They got the biggest smiles.
Everybody's super welcoming, and it really reminds me of how I grew up on the Big Island. But you're walking down, there's cobblestone streets, castles, and just mythical stuff that we don't have in Hawaii.
It took, you know, several invites and several years, and finally I decided to come. And now that I've seen it and surfed it, I'm totally blown away. Oh, y esto son
Patata doce.
ahora sweet potato from the farm up the road. I never thought I'd be or call myself a professional surfer. I guess I can now because I get paid to surf. And I still laugh when I think about that. It wasn't until I was in my early 30s that I got sponsored by Patagonia and they began to support me. I'll paddle out, like I paddled out this morning and the sun just popped and I was out there by myself. There wasn't a soul on the beach. I was the only one in the water. And I just kind of just felt the water and felt the warmth of the sun, and I just thank, you know, the energy, God, whoever, for this. You know, I just felt blessed, you know, to actually get the support to do what you love is a really special thing, and I'd never take it for granted because I never knew it was going to happen to me. I'm going to run with it as long as I can now. You know, my take on the place, like, I just had to come check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because it seems like it's a swell magnet.
Yeah.
And it's not a huge swell.
Yeah. No pressure, but everybody's expecting you to paddle into the biggest wave of the day swell.
I'll give it my best. I honestly don't give a fuck if I catch the biggest wave. If someone else catches it, that's awesome. I'd love to just get involved and be there, be in the moment, be out in the water, be there with the right equipment.
Work to surf, surf to work. The hardest things is getting sponsors that will help and provide and support you. Not 100%, 120%. I gotta work to make that extra money so that I can travel. You know, working carpentry, working surf lessons, that helps provide for me to be on these types of trips and surf sessions and big wave trips. It's very difficult for people out there that want to have these types of dreams. Anything is possible. You put your head down, you do your hard work, you surf hard, you give it everything you got, you'll make it someday.
I've always had to kind of scratch by. I never had the sponsorship that I needed to just go and travel and surf. The worst feeling ever is when the giant swell is going somewhere and you just can't be there. I learned a trade, I learned to be a carpenter, and I actually do a lot of different things, but I picked things up along the way so I could do a lot of things and still surf at the same time. And so if there's a really good swell, I want to be there. I want to see the biggest waves. I want to be able to catch the biggest wave. You got to really chase these things down around the world.
Well, it looks like it's a little more north. It's coming this way.
Yeah. And then where they're riding, when it's real big, is what, out here though?
Straight out there.
Way out there.
Yeah, you can see them lumping up.
Leaving home, you know, you always say your goodbyes. I try my best not to say goodbye. I'll be back. I'll see you guys soon.
The build-up, the week before, the 3 days before, the night before, that's when the juices start flowing.
Anytime you go and step out into something like that, there's fear there. There's nobody that's not scared. It was really when I had my first daughter that you have your first kid that you really evaluate that stuff. I remember the first session back out when it was big, it's like, okay, do I really want this anymore? Do I still want to catch this big one? What if I do die out there? I don't want to see them struggle if I'm not there, so things like I have life insurance. If something happens, she's going to pay off her bills and she's going to be able to have a good life and relax, and my kids are going to have college paid for and all that, and I won't be there, but they get the life, you know?
That's the biggest fear. Not making it home to them.
The ocean is so dynamic that you can't come or go anywhere, you know, and say you're gonna ride the biggest wave, because it's not up to you. It's up to the ocean, and if you're in the right spot and that wave comes to you, then fuck, it's on.
I always wanted to paddle the biggest wave that's ever been paddled, and I want to see it first. I've never been there in that situation to make the experience, to decide at that point. You know, you get to that point and then you decide, because that's how it is when you're in the water. When the wave comes, you decide, and you either want it or you don't want it.
Surfing makes me feel comfortable. Surfing makes me happy. My passion, my culture, my whole aura of who I am, I love the surf. Such an amazing place. This is heaven on earth here. Makes me feel at home. I love it, and I'll always come back here year on year and every year after. Great people, good waves. I love coming back here, man. This place is so special, you know?
Yeah. Great things that happen for us.
Yeah, a lot of great things, for sure.
Really getting the safety down and just being
Well, the next
asset.
plans are Hawaii, and then from Hawaii we do Oregon, Mavericks, Cortez, Todos Santos.
Yeah.
We live in, baby.
We live in it. Love it too, bro.
Great, amazing 2.5 weeks. Great waves. Couple good days that was really big, some paddle stuff, and I'm just really excited to go home now and go be with my family and visit my kids and spend Thanksgiving at home. And the people's been amazing here, you know, such welcoming people, and the whole town of Nazaré is so inviting, you know, it makes you miss this place very much. I miss it every year when I leave, you know. But I'll be back on the next big swell, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we get some 100-foot waves.